Midwest Picker on YouTube.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. My name is Dave. This is Joey. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Since August 9, I have over 700 new subscribers. I'm blown away. Thank you for being here. If you're new, I'm a full-time nurse, part-time reseller, part-time YouTube content creator. This is a what sold on eBay video. This is crazy. I've got some stuff you're just not going to believe. The reason we do this, so you don't waste your time and money sourcing the wrong things. I'm going to tell you obviously what I sold, but where I bought it, what I paid for it, how it shipped, and how long it took to sell. And sometimes I'll throw in whether I would buy it or not or recommend it for you. I have to mention too, some guy in the comments said I sound like the comedian Stephen Wright, this guy here.
It's my birthday recently. For my birthday, I got a humidifier and a dehumidifier.
I don't know. Do I sound like that? I laugh so hard. That's hilarious. I never thought about that before. And if you're older, I guess you realize who Stephen Wright is. But I don't know. Maybe I do sound like him. I thought it was pretty funny. First up is this Plasticville Model Railroad Train Building Kit. Still new in the box. I don't know if it's new in the box. It's not been assembled before, so it's kind of like in that gray area of new, not new. I don't know. I sourced this from High Bid. I don't remember what I paid, $4 or $5. Sold for full asking price, $24.95 plus shipping on top. I do recommend this. It didn't take that long. It took about, I don't know, a month to sell. And if you didn't notice, I got this little notice over here. Next up are these Dollhouse miniatures. This is like kitchenware, like those enamel plated steel, super tiny. I mean, really tiny. These were in a baggie in a shoebox in my closet. We used to have a dollhouse for the grandkids. Got rid of the dollhouse. I found these, listed them on eBay. So if you're outsourcing, you find this little dollhouse furniture. It's usually in like a shoebox or a bag. They sell really well. I think I listed these for $19.95, took a best offer of $15, free shipping, super lightweight. Took about a month to sell, not too bad. Next is what some people would say old, outdated, unwanted electronics. I even made a YouTube short about it. I'll link that down in the description below. These are called DSL line filters. These are my personal item. Don't know why I kept them, but I was cleaning the eBay office and I found them in a little bag. There's 2 of them. I thought, you know what? Before I throw them in the trash, I better look them up. And yes, they do sell. You can find these at thrift stores, garage sales. People think they're worthless and they're just junk, especially like old modems. People do like that stuff. People even still use that stuff. Sold for $18.95, full asking price, shipping on top. Took about a month to sell. If you didn't know, everything in my eBay store has offers turned on, and I would say 70% of my sales are full price. People don't send offers. I really don't know why. Next up are these Arctic Cat snowmobile gaskets. If you watched my previous video, I sourced a whole box full of new in the package snowmobile parts on Facebook Marketplace for just $5. These are just 2 small little metal gaskets, super lightweight, still new in the package, sold for $35. Shipping on top, only took 3 weeks to sell. So now everything that I sourced in that box is pure profit. So just this one sale, I turned $5 into a $35 sale. Vintage parts, whether it's a snowmobile, automobile, motorcycle, boats, if it's still in the box or the package, I don't care if it's from the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, it's almost guaranteed to sell. If you can get them cheap, I highly encourage you to source them. Oh yeah, my cost of goods, I don't know, probably 75 cents on these little gaskets, so I did really well. Next up, this item is not super valuable. This is a Guinness beer glass. Now, during the holidays, there's always these holiday Christmas gift packages, whether it's alcohol or candy. They'll throw in a glass. Like if you buy a bottle of Kahlua in a gift box, it comes with shot glasses or glasses. A lot of times these little throw-in gifts, they end up in thrift stores and garage sales. People really don't care. They don't want them. If they receive this as a gift, they keep the alcohol and they just get rid of the gifts. I don't even remember where I got it. I think I put cost of goods on there for myself for like $1. Maybe my sister gave it to me. Maybe I sourced it at a thrift store. It's been so long, I don't remember. Sold for $16.95, free shipping. It's not that heavy. Didn't make a whole lot of money on this. I just wanted to move it out of my inventory. Took about a year to sell. Next item is my home run. This might be why you're here. You're thinking, Dave, there is no way you sold a used light bulb for $140. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you watched my short, I'll link it down below, it goes into specific details. I'm not going to waste your time with all the details, but yes, I did sell a used light bulb for 140 bucks. This is a flicker light bulb. So if you didn't know, back in the 60s and 70s, they sold these light bulbs that were red, green, blue. They had like, I don't know how they do it, 4 or 5 filaments, and it just flicks back and forth. I'll show you a video right here. Highly, highly collectible and very rare. I don't know why people pay so much money, but they do. So I sourced this pop can lamp. It's a homemade lamp. They had the flicker bulb. I won it on high bid. I think $14, I don't remember. Put it on my eBay store, $169.95, because after I got home, I did my research and I figured out those light bulbs are worth a ton of money. So after about 3 months, I got a message from a potential buyer saying, I just want the light bulb. Can I send you an offer for that? And I messaged him back and said, well, send me an offer, but just gift somebody the lamp if you don't want that and keep the bulb. So he said, okay. So he did, sent me an offer, $140. Can you believe that? Awesome. Here's the feedback I got from the guy. He was thrilled. I put the light bulb in its own styrofoam container, and then the lamp was wrapped in bubble wrap, and I put it in a really big priority mail box. It was like 13 bucks shipping. Who cares? He was thrilled, and I turned like $14 into $140 minus the shipping. That was pretty cool. So if you can find these vintage flicker bulbs, garage sales, I don't know about flea markets, but estate sales, maybe you would find them, thrift stores if they don't know what it is. I would pay $20 to $30 for them because they do sell for really good money, especially if it's in the original box. Next up is really dumb. This is retail arbitrage. These were like 92% off. This is Maybelline like eyeliner or mascara. I don't know what it is. Got it for pennies, I think 80, 90 cents a piece. So I bought like 5 of them. Took a while to sell, like 6 months, sold for $9.95 free shipping. Didn't make a whole ton of money. I probably wouldn't do it again. I want to hijack this video for a quick minute. Today is October 2, 2025. September 3, just a month ago, eBay started this automatic feedback. I'm not a big fan. I made a short video. I'll link that one too down below in the description. But I just like organic quality feedback. This is feedback that I don't want. Yeah, look at that. And this is an example of feedback that I do want. High quality feedback, organic. I love this kind of feedback. So put down in the comments what you think about this new automated feedback if you're a seller or if you're a buyer. Next up is really cool. If you watched my previous video, I sourced a whole bunch of oil filters. Facebook Marketplace. It was a rental place. I just made this video recently. Bought a whole car full of these things for $100. I think if I do the math, cost of goods is around $4 a piece. So they're already starting to sell, and this is a repeat buyer, which is really cool. This guy bought a filter for $19.95 plus shipping on top. Then he bought another filter for $24.95. That one was free shipping. I want to do an experiment. All the filters I listed are shipping on top, but this one was free shipping. Just wanted to see if it made a difference. And of course, I combined shipping for the guy. It went out this morning. So if you can source brand new filters, and these are fuel filters, hydraulic fluid filters, not just oil filters, they do sell. It takes a little time for some, but these happen to just sell super quick, like 3 days. Next up is an estate sale find. I found this box of Nikon lens caps, still new in the package, like 10 of them. Don't remember my cost of goods. It was either like $2 or $3 a piece, so I just bought them all. I think I listed it for $16.95, took a best offer of $15 plus shipping on top. Took about 4 months to sell. These do sell pretty good, and of course, if they're still in the package, they sell better than loose used ones. But if you can find them, source them, if they're branded Nikon, Canon, Yashica, whatever, they will sell. Next up is a coin. You really have to know what you're doing when it comes to sourcing and selling coins. I've been a coin guy since I was 8 years old. I really think this is part of my personal collection. I think I bought like 10 coins on high bid 5-6 years ago. Then I ended up keeping a few of them, and then I thought, you know what, really don't want some of these, so I'm just going to sell them. I think the cost of goods was $4. This one sold for $16. Must have been a best offer. And it's kind of cheap because it has a hole drilled in it. A lot of old coins have these little holes drilled in them because people would make necklaces out of them. but I did free shipping too, just to move it faster. Next up are these salt and pepper shakers. I think I bought like 5 or 6 sets at a flea market. It says on the SKU cost of goods $2.99. That seems kind of specific. I think it's more like $3. But these are copper. They're beat up a little bit, but not bad. Salt and pepper shakers that are unique and different, like peacocks, or these things, or a squirrel and a nut. Those do sell, and they do pretty good. Listed for $24.95. I took a best offer of $20, free shipping. These took about 2 years to sell. Next up is new to me. Family member gave me this grocery bag full of Activision, Skylander, Trap Team little figurines. No idea what they are, but they are labeled on the bottom with like a serial number and a name. So thank goodness for Google Lens, able to look these up. I have, I think, like 30 total. These 3 sold for $45.95 plus shipping on top. Took about a month to sell. I have others listed, and I have more still to list. And here's a guy right here. Next up is a tool. I love selling tools. I love sourcing and selling tools. The bigger the socket or the wrench, the better the price and the value. This one I took a best offer of $12. I probably broke even on this one, but that's okay. That's how you establish repeat buyers. I have tons of tools, and a lot of times these guys will buy something just to kind of test the waters to see if I'm a legit seller, and then they'll come back later and buy more tools. Cost of goods on this one was $5, and if I didn't mention, it was free shipping, and it sold for $12, so kind of broke even on that one, but that's okay. I don't mind. Next up is another Arctic Cat snowmobile part item. This is just a little spring in a bag. It's not worth a whole lot of money. Sold for $5.95. That's $5.95. Shipping on top. Took about 3 weeks to sell, but I'm into pure profit now, so the other items are worth a lot more money. This is just the one item that's not worth much at all. Next is this really cool teapot I got from my sister for free. Thank you, sister. This particular brand is unusual because everyone is different because they're hand painted. So when you go to research it using the Google app and search camera or Google Lens, it can be tricky to do research and find them. Listed it for $45.95. I think I took a best offer. It was on sale. I don't remember. I did free shipping because it's been sitting in my store for a while just to keep things moving. I think it took about 4 months to sell. Next up is not a good sale. This is a model train transformer. You got to use that to connect to the track to get the train to go around. Well, I bought this huge lot on HiBid probably 2 years ago of track and trains and engines. And the very last thing to sell are these transformers because they're not worth that much money. Took a long time, like 2 years for this to sell. But all the other stuff I made big profit on. This one, I probably lost money. Had it listed for $15.95 for, like I said, 2 years. I finally got an offer of $10, free shipping. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take it. Maybe this guy will come back and buy more. I have a ton of mono railroad items in my eBay store, so maybe he'll become, a repeat buyer. The other items that I sold, I made huge profits on, so this doesn't hurt that bad. Next item I bought from a mom and pop thrift store. I thought it was a cookie jar at first, and then when I got home and researched it, it's actually a pet treat jar for dogs and cats. You put their little treats in it. It's really cool. Paid $5.99 for it, which isn't bad at all. It took about 2 years to sell. Took a best offer of $35, free shipping. A lot of times I'll change, flat rate shipping, calculated shipping to free shipping if the item's been sitting in my store for 2 years. That's just a way to get inventory moving and get rid of stuff. Next item is a car part. It's called a U-joint. I sourced like 32, 35 of these. Facebook Marketplace. It was a car repair shop. They were selling them for $2 a piece, so I just bought them all. These parts, if they're new in the box, in the package from the 70s, 80s, 90s, will sell. I think these are from the 80s and 90s. They're pretty old. These are what we call a long tail. Sold for $19.95, free shipping. And just like the tools, I get repeat buyers. If they'll buy this U-joint, they'll come back and they'll buy other car parts from me. Last item is kind of dumb. Vacuum cleaner filters. I sourced a bunch of these from a thrift store. It's like a HEPA filter, super lightweight to ship it. But these canister vacuums, they have like a HEPA filter. Bagless vacuums have these little filters. People still keep them. If it's a good vacuum cleaner, they can last 20 years. So people do need these filters eventually. Listed it for $16.95. After years, took a best offer of $15, free shipping, and only weighed like 6 ounces. And they are tempting to source them because they're still new in the package, and sometimes they're cheap, and you're like, oh yeah, and you buy them all. It's going to take you 5 years to sell them. That's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Joey Yeah, he doesn't talk too much. He doesn't have anything to add. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that share button. If you know anybody that's a reseller, they want to get into reselling, they're new to eBay, they're not sure what to source or how long this stuff takes to sell, hit that share button, send it off to them. Maybe this video will be helpful, a little entertaining, who knows. But until next time, see ya.